Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle.
Let's play Beat Mix.
I will beat anyone that calls in to play the game. He's smarter than you. He'll make you look lame. 60 seconds on the clock. You're going down and I'm gonna rock. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser. It is time to beat Mix. And guys, we've made it. It is Friday. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. He's jumping. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday. Getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying. Yeah. Partying. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah, it's Friday. Hope everyone's excited for the weekend. I am excited, my friend. Let's get to our contestant. We got James and Fife taking on Steve. James, are you there, sir?
I am. What's going on, guys?
Morning, James. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, James will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. James, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am. Let's do this.
What type of animal flew to space in the U.S. V-2 rocket launched in 1949?
A dog?
No.
Chimpanzee?
Yes. Apple CEO Steve Jobs was known for wearing what color turtleneck?
Blue.
No.
White?
No.
Red.
No. How many bends does a standard paperclip have?
2?
No.
4?
No.
5?
No. The Emmy Awards honor excellence in what industry? James? Hello? James? Is he gone? James!
I'll do it.
All right, the Emmy Awards honor excellence in what industry?
Film.
No.
TV?
Yes.
Yay.
What movie did Michael J. Fox learn to skateboard for?
Oh, Back to the Future.
Yes. What is the name of the warrior princess played by
Xena.
Lucy Lawless? Yes. Who starred as Danny Ocean in the 2000...
George Clooney?
Yes. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Oh, Da Vinci.
Yes. Tiananmen Square is located in which country?
India?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. James and Vicky get 6 correct.
If you can see the look on Vicky's face,
Oh,
she
I
gets
love-
so excited
I
when
love
someone
playing.
drops.
I love playing. This is like my favorite thing. It's like, I'm up fat. Yay.
I like when she pays attention to the show.
Yeah, she
only
wakes
time.
up. That's the only time she
That's the
wakes
only
up.
time.
Otherwise, she's in the computer, on the phone, not paying
Yeah.
attention.
If BJ's talking, I'm not paying attention.
Well, yeah, that's
So either James, his phone died, or he had a panic attack and realized maybe he didn't know as much as he thought he knew.
yeah. So Vicky pitched in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Kind of looking at the phone thing, and there's nobody's name on there.
no, we
What
lost.
happened?
We lost James.
We lost James.
We're not sure whether or not he couldn't answer all of the
He's
questions.
a good man.
It was sad. He really helped out a lot of people while he was
I'm
here.
gonna
Yes.
pour one out for my homie.
Nice. Well, don't. No, you might not want to do that on the console,
No,
sir.
last time I broke the headphone box by doing that. True story.
Why are you still putting coffee over there? By the
It's
way?
on the other side now, man.
Yeah, and now it's next to your stuff, BJ.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to take a lot longer. I have plenty of time to reach for paper toweling if I spill now.
You are just a lovely character.
Thank you.
So Vicky did step in, so it's not an easy win for you here, Steve.
Okay. Are we still, like, let's just say it's a big if, but if they beat me, We still give the guy the tickets. 'cause
Yeah,
he's excited
absolutely.
about-
Yeah, I have his number. We can get up with him. It's
And
no
what do we give
worries.
Vicky if Vicky beats Steve?
A nice pat on the head.
A weekend off.
Don't.
Oh, the weekend off.
Oh, my God.
Do it.
Take it.
Take the
You have
weekend
tomorrow off if you beat me.
Okay, I like this.
What a great guy you are, Steve.
Steve, that means,
Giver.
that means you have to win.
Oh, son of a...
Dream crush. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What type of animal flew to space in the U.S. V-2 rocket launched in 1949?
Dog.
No.
Monkey.
Yes. Apple CEO Steve Jobs was known for wearing what color turtleneck?
Oh, gray.
No.
Blue.
No.
Black.
Yes. How many bends does a standard paperclip have?
6.
No.
7.
No.
8.
No.
10.
No. The Emmy Awards honor excellence in what industry?
Huh?
The Emmy Awards.
Oh, television.
Yes. What movie did Michael J. Fox learn to skateboard for?
Back to the Future.
Yes. What was the name of the warrior princess played by Lucy Lawless?
Lulu.
No.
Oh, Sheena.
No.
Xena.
Yes.
What?
Who starred as Danny Ocean
Sheena was
in
a
the
punk rocker.
2001
That's
movie Ocean's 11?
Hey.
George Clooney.
Yes. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Da Vinci.
Yes. Tiananmen Square is located in which country?
China.
Yes. What A-Team cast member was once a bodyguard for Muhammad Ali and Leon
B.A. Baracus.
Spinks?
That would be Mr. T.
Yes. And Steve, you win 9-6.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, why am I cheering? I don't get the day off.
Yeah, get to work tomorrow.
What a schmucking. Wow, Vicky. She's so stupid.
Hey, there was a period there where I couldn't re-answer anything because you'd cut out. So.
Yeah.
That could have been better.
Nice effort.
All right, Steve.
I won.
Did he get 9 right?
He did get 9 correct.
All right.
The only one you missed? How many bends does a standard paperclip have?
I'm thinking 3, right?
You are correct.
Yeah.
Oh, well, really?
Yes.
A bend, Steve.
Yeah.
You know what a
That's
bend
a
is.
full. I was thinking each corner is a bend of the paper clips. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4,
That would
5,
be,
6.
Those would be corners. A bend is just a
The bend is just the entire bend.
It's the whole bend.
Yeah, it's the whole bend there. Yeah.
I think that's debatable, but all right, fine.
Are you going to nitpick me this morning?
I
'Cause
love
I'll
get a perfect 10 if I had it right.
Well, you didn't, so you didn't.
Oh, son of a bitch.
But you still got 9
You're
correct.
right. That's 3.
Thank
All right.
you.
Sorry, pal.
You still got 9 correct. You still got the win. Congratulations.
Yeah, caller number 9, 206-421-ROCK. That's all you do is tie or beat Steve, man, and you could get the prize. All right, so 46% of us, I guess, are not happy with the temperature in our office. So therefore, we have to get into big arguments. 15% of us actually have done this. Fights with coworkers because it's too hot or too cold.
That happens here, and it's your daughter's fault.
What?
She's not here. Well, not in this studios now, but in the old studios, whenever we'd go into the production room, it was like a sauna in there. And I'm looking at like Uncle Chris and whoever else, and they're all sweating. And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, Sarah doesn't like it when it's cold in here. Because like she's more doesn't like cold temperatures.
Well, it's because she's thin. I mean, she doesn't, I mean, really.
So I'm like, didn't put on a jacket.
Exactly. Well, see, I didn't know that was going on. That's going
yeah.
on. Oh, yeah. You know what? Tell you what, we need to buy her a parka and just keep it here. And she puts the parka on.
Right? Am I right or am I right? Or wrong? Well, there's no Uncle Chris.
A millennial?
Vicky, you can speak for me.
Is a
Oh, yeah.
millennial?
She would
Is a
always leave it
millennial.
really hot, and I'd go in and turn it down, and she'd get mad and turn it back up. And I'm like, Sarah, it's hot in here.
Right.
But I'm cold.
We can't take our clothes off as much as I'd like to.
Yeah, well, hey, but she's like an old lady. I mean, when it's like, let's say you go to an old person's house and that's what it's like. You're like, dude, I can't visit you anymore because it is a dang sauna in here. And if that's no, yeah. I mean, granted, you like it a little chilly, like Letterman, used to like
Yeah.
the studio, so that way you don't fall asleep. But yeah, you can't make it like a sauna because that's the reverse effect. All you do is sleep in the job.
I think you should always err when it comes to sharing an office space, because I get it. Some people are cold-blooded, some people are warm-blooded. I think you always have to err on the side of it being colder, because people could bring in a hoodie or a
You're right.
sweater or a jacket or something along those lines. As much fun as it would be for us to walk around shirtless, the company doesn't want us to do that.
Oh yeah, dude! I got a buddy who he loves it sub-zero, and when we game, I just know it's like I don't care if it's summertime, whatever. I got fleeces, I've got long pants because I know we're going over to his house, and it is going to be a refrigerator.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, I can do something about it. That poor guy, what's he going to do? I mean, he can't do anything about it. So it's like, it seems reasonable. All right, well, we make a new rule. Sarah's got to get a parka. We get her a nice warm jacket somewhere. I'll pay for it.
Okay.
I'll pay
How
for
about
it.
she gets it?
What do you mean she?
What do you mean we? We just had a whole conversation about how we're coddling kids, and now you're telling us we need to get her a jacket.
Well, I'm helping you guys out.
Dude.
That way we out of the equation. She just gets it, and boom,
no,
there it is.
she works here. It's like, hey, suck it up and get a jacket if you don't like it.
My favorite-
That's what I've said before, and apparently that's not how it goes.
My
That's
favorite
why
is,
I want to change it.
So you want to have us buy her stuff because she can't do it herself?
Oh, it gets better because once I let her borrow one of my jackets, and she's like, "I really like this. This is really cute." And I'm like, "Well, don't steal it because she has stolen my clothes." And BJ's like, "Well, how much was it? I'll buy it right now off of you."
Please tell me you quadrupled the price of the jacket.
No, I was like, out of principle, no, you're not. I will tell you where you can purchase this.
I would have said this cost me $1,000. Even if I got it at Target for $19.99.
Hell yeah,
get paid.
Here's the thing. I'm with you, Steve. I'm the path of least resistance. I'm trying to help you guys out. If you guys want to sit there and make rules and get, you know,
I just say,
fine.
too bad.
Yeah,
that's my rule.
Yeah, too bad is your rule. But if she continues to be like raise the temperature up in there, then they suffer. I don't want to see the other guys
and
suffer.
They need to do that because if I couldn't handle that.
See, I'm all about making you all happy. So it's like I'm going to pay Vicky, pay her more for her jacket, then she can have a good life. But Vicky's like too busy being obstinate. I mean, geez, if you got 3 times what that jacket was worth, isn't that worth you going and getting another jacket?
How much?
It was like a $40 jacket. So if I said 3 times more, it's 120. You know,
oh, he would have given you that.
I probably would have. But I don't know prices. I probably would have given it to you.
See that I like my cheap stuff. I'm not.
I have no idea. Plus, it saves me time. See, understand?
It shouldn't save you time. She should go to the store and buy the jacket.
I know,
she's
but
a grown ass adult.
Here's the thing: if you expect other people to change in life and it's affecting you, all you can do is work on you. You can't change them.
I'm just going to say no. It's not affecting me. I'm not going to give you my jacket. Easy peasy.
Oh yeah, that's fine. But
And
then they
just-
suffer.
No, if she bitches it to you. You suffer. I don't care.
No, I'm not. What do I don't listen to her. That's why I put her in the other room.
In that hot room.
Yeah, I let Uncle Chris and Joey D's have to deal with her. Are you kidding me?
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A new survey has come out and said, okay, 1 in 10 people admit to checking their phones during sex.
I could never. I don't care if my phone's ringing.
I'm assuming it's not because they're like looking at porn. I mean, some people like to do that together and maybe they use their phone, but I'm assuming that's not it.
I thought maybe they're Snapchatting. You know, some people might be doing that for their premium accounts.
Yes, I'm assuming that they're checking their phone with the person in the room with them, and it is a non-moment checking. Like it has nothing to do with what they're doing, getting busy. They're just checking their phone.
So what would be a good reason to check your phone? If it's ringing?
Or if it buzzes, you don't know if you're getting an important text.
It can't wait.
Or important Facebook
It can't
message.
wait 35 to 45 seconds.
I would tell you. Why do you give me that much
50 at
credit?
best. Come on.
Well, you don't know me, Steve. That's way too long, buddy. Wow, 1 in 10 people. And among the 10% of those phone checkers, 43% say they're repeat offenders. So
I wonder what
do it all the time.
I wish they would tell you what are the reasons for checking your phone while you're in the throes of passion. I don't know any good reason.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this, and it doesn't say why.
Any call could wait. Any text could wait. Any email could wait.
There's actually a term for this. It's called fubbing. Phone snubbing, I imagine, is what you're getting phone snubbed. You're getting fubbed.
What if your boss is calling you or a parent and you think it's an emergency?
But
Would you still stop?
Still wait. Nothing's making me check my phone while I'm having a romantic moment.
What did people do before they had the ways to be contacted? Eventually, someone would get to you.
Well, like I've had to stop when I've seen one of you guys call or text. I'm like, oh crap, they never text me. What's going on? It's usually something, silly train of whatever Danny's doing. He sends a text chain.
So you'll look at it?
Because I have a little thing you could put your phone on.
So you can watch your shows while you're having sex?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I'll glance over. I'm like, oh crap! There's certain names that you stop for.
But you don't think that it can wait until you're done? What emergency could possibly happen?
We have some texters giving us the good emergencies. I will check my phone during sex all the time to make sure it's still recording. Next person. The only good reason to check your phone during sex is to make sure your wife's not calling. Ha-cha-cha.
I was going to say, I should probably clarify. This isn't with anybody I actually care about. It's just randos.
Even that, I would think
Just
that's weird.
Yeah, if I'm the rando, what if I could go become more than a rando?
I would grab the phone and I'd text you, be like, stop looking at your phone.
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
Pay attention to me and my dong.
It's like, good for you, buddy. You're getting what you want. You can go now.
Hey, all right. Yeah, you think differently than I do. And you know what? It's people between 18 and 34 that are twice as likely to check their phone. So, Vicky, you're right in line with everybody. Us 35 to 51-year-olds. What am I saying? Us.
You're not in that window.
I'm not in that either. All right. I don't know what they say about my age, but 35 to 51-year-olds. Yeah, they're twice. They're not as. They're less half as likely. Whatever. Well, they're less as likely than Vicky. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's you young kids that can't stop checking your phones. Makes sense because the phones have been in their lives longer. They don't know what it's like to live without a phone. Like to have this device. I'm thinking of kids that are just born. You know, when my buddy just had a kid, he's like a year old. That kid is not going to know anything about a pre-phone life. Like,
does he have a cell phone already?
He probably does. He may have an implant soon. You know what I mean? His generation in 20 years, what if they have implants? They're not going to know what it's like to have lived an unplugged life. Mm-hmm. And it trips me out. Wow. They're saying 46% of people who have been in relationships at one time or another have been fubbed.
Fubbed.
Wow.
When you're snubbing your partner for your phone.
Yeah. By the way, Vicky, it chooses a lot of conflict when you do this. When you fub people, you got lower levels of relationship satisfaction and higher levels of depression, they say, when you're fubbing and fubbed.
Like I said, I don't do this with anybody I actually like. These guys are usually gone. You know, I'm pushing them out the door like a few minutes after.
I don't even know what that says. What does that say?
One texter says, on-call fire alarm tech. I have to get it if they call back to back. That makes sense. If you're on
that's
call.
A guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vicky's not on call.
That we know of.
Unless someone else is trying to get some action.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So for BJ, you probably leave your window open for a carrier pigeon. That's the form for you.
Everybody knows it's my owl. I'm just waiting for Hedwig to come in and give me a message from Hogwarts. So don't even... That's who I wait for, people.
So you have Hedwig and you're the angry inch?
Yeah. Did I say... Is it Hedwig? Am I right about that?
It is.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Is there another Hedwig out there? Because I know that angry inch you're talking about, Steve.
Yeah. That's like a musical thingy or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird. They used that name on another thing. All right. Well, anyway, I digress.
It was just a chance for me to make a 1-inch wiener joke. That's
yeah, well,
continue, please.
I got it, Steve.
Yeah, you do. You guys are really good. Good for you. Oh, good for you. All right. Anyway, as I was saying, 46% of people in relationships have been snubbed by Vicky for their phone. Yeah. But pretty much is it. How about you? What is something you wish your partner would stop doing? 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999.
One texter says video. Actually, this is coming up quite a bit. Video games.
Yeah.
I would imagine that does get under the skin of a lot of people. One person says, I wish my significant other would stop sleeping with my enemies. It's my now ex-significant other.
Wow. Your enemies?
Yeah.
Well, it's better than sleeping with your friends.
Farting is very popular. As in not a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, just in general?
Yes, probably, Rev.
Yeah. And Rev, I don't think anybody's got more to complain about than Rev's wife.
No, and the one that bothers her the most is when I do it in the freezer aisle because it's probably the most hilarious thing I've ever done.
How about this, though? Farting, I really wish she would stop farting.
Oh, wow.
Not signed by me, that's for sure.
Yeah. Like, Steve, aren't you on the same boat? It's kind of hilarious when your wife toots.
Yeah. I wish she would, because I would find great humor in that.
Has she not?
No.
Wait, how long have you been married?
We're coming up on 8 years.
8 years, and you've never heard her pass gas.
One time when she was asleep, but she still denies it.
Of course she does. That's why
she was sleeping, and I heard it.
Are you sure it wasn't Lulu? Because that's what she's going to say.
Lulu's got other sounds. I know her farts. Wow. Well, they're little 7-pound dog fart.
Yeah, you know what? This whole conversation is really disgusting.
You asked the question. I'm just providing the answer. I didn't even want to answer it, but I'm here to help.
I did. I need to get off this freeway. I'm taking the next exit.
The fart one's definitely a number one thing for my wife. I think that would solve so many issues that she has with me.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
It really would.
I try. I legit try. But I'm always gassy, and Rev probably could attest to this too, because it sounds like he is as well. And I've told her, all right, for when she gets mad at me, I just say, all right, I'm just going to let them all rip whenever I get the feeling, just so you understand how much I do hold them back. And then after about 10 minutes, she's like, okay, I got the point.
Wow.
Yeah. It's her fault in the vegetables she gives me.
That is true. You're absolutely right. You have that. You have a high vegetable diet. You're going to be gassy McGee.
Right. Yeah, give me more meat, less Brussels sprouts.
More meat.
More meat. Give me meat. How about this? My girlfriend sometimes talks in a baby voice, and it drives me crazy.
Oh, yeah. I sometimes will change my voices depending upon what I'm trying to convey, and Kathy, you will get irritated at that. And
What do you do? What do you do?
Well, if I know that it's going to be a tough subject, I'll put on like maybe not a baby voice, but like a comedy voice.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly. I'll do that. Hey, doing?
I got chlamydia. Waka waka.
Yeah, my voice will get a lot higher. I will be like a cartoon character. So what do you say, honey? I used to ask for sex that way.
No.
Well, because it was always like, I don't want to overstep my boundaries, so maybe it's a tough subject. Let me make it more fun with a fun voice. And eventually she's like, what are you doing?
Hello.
She's like, that's not sexy. That's not sexy at all. So now every time I talk to her, I'm really like, I got to just talk in regular voice. Or
you got to get a Batman voice.
Exactly. I got to be, where's the trigger? I'll show you where the trigger is.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Well, we know how you talk to your daughter sometimes. I mean, you do a weird, cartoony voice. Hey, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, hey.
I think she likes that. She's never complained.
No, yeah, I like it. It's this sweet, oh, that's my dad.
I'm curious what your daughter has to say about this topic.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
I'm not actually.
The one thing that drives me up a wall about Johnny Roberts, and I don't really think you can change it, is his snoring. I can't.
Yes.
It's so loud and annoying. Sometimes I kick him out to the couch. Sometimes I just go to the couch because I can't even wake him up because it's so intense.
Does he sleep on his back?
Yeah, he does.
That's when I snore.
I'll roll him to his side,
Yep.
and it'll be good for about maybe 4 minutes, and then I'll start falling asleep, and then it'll start up again, and then I switch him to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this thing that I don't know what to do about it. We've tried the strips, we've tried the spray, nothing works.
He might need a CPAP. Might have to get one of those machines that if he's got sleep apnea.
The sleep apnea machine?
Yeah.
Dude, he's
like Darth Vader.
He'll sometimes stop breathing.
Yeah?
And then he'll
He probably does have sleep apnea. then.
It freaks me out when I'm awake and I'm listening
That's
to
a
him.
sign of sleep apnea. He
Yeah,
probably
it
should
really
get that
is.
checked out.
Yeah, you probably. Yeah, you tell him. to go.
So he's close to.
Oh, by the way, it is super fun to sleep next to somebody with sleep apnea because with the machine, it's just all the freaking tubing and stuff sucks. Yeah. Have fun, Sarah.
Have you slept next to someone with a sleep apnea machine?
Yeah, I used to date a guy who had sleep apnea, and he'd bring his little machine in my house. And
That is so extra looking.
Yeah, it was the most annoying thing ever. Just because it's a big old tube on his face.
Wow.
That's like a contraption.
Dude, they should make like a Darth Vader version.
Yes!
You know what I mean?
They really
if you're going to
should.
do it, you might as well have fun with it.
That or a Bane one.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
That'd be great.
Bane, and I'm tired. I'm going to sleep now.
Could you imagine waking up to that, though? If you were sleeping next to that would be frightening.
No, I wake up to my wife saying, "Can you stop snoring?"
Yeah, the same.
Shut
all
up.
the time.
See, or separate bedrooms. I mean, and I think a lot of people have to think that. So many people snore now that, when you get married, you're going to go, look, we'll have a bedroom, we'll hang out, we get to cuddle.
Then
and
she
then
doesn't get this body next to her.
To keep her warm.
That's right.
Well, yeah, but if it's too much, sometimes it's too much, then you go in your own room and you don't have to sleep on a couch. You get your own bed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Someone says, Sarah, if you're tired of Johnny Roberts snoring, do what your mom did. Move a couple states away from Chris.
All right, if he pays that rent too, cool.
That's an extreme way to
It is a little
get a
extreme.
separate bedroom.
Yeah.
But she did do that.
I don't know if Johnny Roberts would be on board with that.
Yeah, probably not. I think
Yeah.
he'd miss me.
Yeah.
So what do you think he would say about you, though?
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. That was an inside thought.
What do you think Johnny Roberts would say about her, BJ?
Nothing. I'm perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that.
It really probably would be when he is snoring that I take pictures of him.
Oh.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, you shouldn't take pictures of people sleeping. You do that. That is really annoying.
I just do it of him. I don't do it of everyone.
As
That
far
would
as
be
I
weird if you
know.
did it of
Of
everyone.
everyone, yeah.
Put out a coffee table book.
You know
All
what
my
I'm-
friends asleep.
Oh, wait, you did take pictures of me when I was sleeping that one time on the
Oh,
sidewalk.
yeah, I totally did.
Wait, you
On
were
the
sleeping on the sidewalk? She has every right to take a picture of
Yeah,
you.
Vicky, that's different. Okay.
I was really drunk and she didn't want to get me home.
That's not sleeping. That's passing out.
Yeah, she was not a good friend, did not take me home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I took great
But she
pictures
took your
of
picture,
her.
though.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah.
So
We
you
enjoyed
remember.
that.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I owe a lot of back taxes. Can bankruptcy help me?
Bankruptcy can discharge back taxes under certain circumstances. Some types of taxes are never dischargeable, like if you have taxes from an employee, if you ran a business and didn't pay employee taxes or sales taxes. Those types of taxes cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. However, most people don't have those kind of taxes. Most people have just regular income taxes. If you owe income taxes and you filed your tax returns but just weren't able to pay the taxes, if the taxes are more than 3 years old and you filed the tax returns, those types of taxes can be discharged in bankruptcy in most circumstances, especially through a Chapter 13 case.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.